So I'm here with Todd right now. We're in Savers, man. First Connecticut thrifting meetup, huh?
Yep, I met you at Manchester one day. We were looking at those headphones.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah.
And they didn't have the stand with it. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the Goodwill in Manchester. I think that's like the highest grossing thrift store in Connecticut.
I go in there. I don't have a lot of luck
there. The prices have been jacked up.
Yeah.
So what's your story, man? What do you sell on currently right now?
I sell video games, DVDs, VHS tapes, a lot of religious stuff.
Dude,
books.
Your cart is jacked up right now. What the heck is in here?
VHS Bible stuff. I do well with this stuff.
But a lot of people, like, they're always wondering, like, does VHS still sell?
You get some that sell. A lot of horror movies sell. You get some out of print stuff. I've had good luck. I don't buy a lot of it, but when something catches my eye, I just kind of scan it, see what it goes for. I'm not big in the home runs. I mean, I do get home runs where I bought a bag at the other Savers for $80 like 3 weeks ago. I sold it for $600.
Wow. What was that? Tell me the story about that.
I went in there, I was thrifting, and they had it in the glass case. And
what was it?
It was a electric bank company.
Okay.
And they had a picture of somebody selling one online for $1,600. They had and I went in there, I was like, what they sell it for and what it goes for, two different things. And the guy's like, yeah, I know. And then I left, and I was thinking about that bank.
Yeah.
I went down the street, got a coffee, researched the bank. The guy had $1,600 on it, but he had like 48 watchers on it. So I was like, that's got to be something.
That means there's a lot of interest in the item.
So I did is I went back. I had a 20% off coupon. I went back. I said, hey, would you take $100 for it?
And what did they have it listed for?
They were selling it for $200.
So they had a $1,600.
They had a printout of what the guy was selling.
I wonder why they went so low. Usually when they have the printout, they bring it up to like 80%.
It was missing the bottom, and it was missing a horn.
Oh, okay.
So I asked the guy, and he said, I said, take $100. He said, yep. I pulled out my 20% coupon, bought it. I put it online for $1,000 or best offer. Some guy offered me $600. I said, wow. You want to sit on this? Sold.
Dude, that's awesome. So how long have you been selling, and kind of how'd you get started?
I actually got started about 10 years ago. I used to sell windows, and we went and did a guy's house, and he was used to run the kiosks in the mall.
Yeah.
To sell cell phone cases and chargers. This is way before the iPhones and Galaxies came out.
Yeah.
And I happened to buy some inventory, took it to a flea market, did really well with it. And then my boss like, sell stuff on eBay. I didn't know nothing about eBay. My boss showed me how to work it. About an hour, I got the hang of it.
Wow.
Started selling, and then everybody started selling cell phone cases.
So that was like consignment, essentially, or were you selling for somebody else?
No, I was selling for me. What happened is some big company came in, bought them out. So you have to pay $10,000 to sell cell phone cases and then pay the rent at the mall. So basically you got to pay a lease on the mall and pay this company to sell. So I went in his house, and he was like, do garage windows? I said, yep, went in his garage. He had all these boxes. So I gave him a few $100, sold at the flea market, and started selling on eBay.
Wow. That's a cool tip right there, because most people, we're in a thrift store right now, and that's kind of the theme of today's videos, is most people are going to thrift stores, and we're at this Connecticut thrifting event that I host. But there's so many other ways to source, other than just thrift stores, because what's most people doing? What are your competitors usually doing? They're going to thrift stores.
Yeah. Another thing, it's cutthroat though. With the prices going up on Goodwill, that's how I got in.
Ridiculous, man.
That's how I got into this stuff. You got to find the oddball stuff.
The stuff that people are looking at and they're saying, there's no value in this, and I don't even know what the value is.
They have some. I don't know how much they sold for, but they actually have some on there for $60.
Yeah.
So I paid $2 for this. I put $30 on it.
Well, that's risk versus reward.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might not see a bunch of sold listings, or maybe the rank might be high, but if you get them for $1 or $2 and you see that reward could be 50 or 60, you can take a risk on 10 items. All you have to do is hit on 1 or 2, and now you're already in the green.
Yeah, that's my thing. Don't get me wrong, the home runs are good, but my bread and butter is the items I pay $2 or $3 for, and I sell it for $20.
Now, is that worth your time to pick up an item for $2 or $3 and sell it for $20 after shipping and after fees and all of that? Is it a grind? Is it like you're getting paid, Because that's one of the things that a lot of people, I guess, they don't like about reselling, is sometimes it's almost like you own your own job in a sense.
I get that. It does get tiring at times, but the thing is, you're not going to go out every day and find that $200 item, that $300
People
item.
think you're going to,
no,
but it's overrated.
No. And I do this. I have a job. I work 4 days a week. I usually have 3 days off: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What I do is I live around here. But what I do is like I go down in the valley, Shelton, Ansonia, Seymour.
So you travel.
I'll plan a day and I'll get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and then go around and hit all the Goodwills in the area, all the thrift stores. And I usually spend all day Tuesday, some of Wednesday doing it, and then Wednesday, Thursday, I list everything. As soon as I buy it, I list it.
Do you find that batching your time works best? For example, like you were saying, you'll spend all day sourcing, and then maybe you said the next day you'll list. So do you batch your time? So you source one day, you won't list, and then you list one day and you won't source? Or is it kind of like, does it depend?
It kind of depends. Sometimes I just get bored sitting at home. I'm like, oh, let me go to Goodwill.
Yeah.
And, you know.
It's addicting.
Yeah, it really is. And then a lot of times, too, is because I'm a waiter bartender.
Okay.
So I get like a 2-hour break. Like I'll get cut at like 3:30 at my job, but I gotta go back at 5. And I work in Cromwell.
Yeah.
So I'm 5 minutes away from where we were just at.
Okay.
So I'll go flying down to Goodwill and
So Cromwell, that means, what are you, is Middletown near Cromwell?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just went into the Middletown Goodwill the other day.
Horrible.
Yeah.
It's
the
horrible.
books were kind of crazy over there.
Oh, it's horrible. But I actually had a pretty good hunt there a couple weeks ago.
What advice would you give to people who are watching now who are maybe working a job 3 or 4 days a week and they want to start making some money reselling on the side, but they're thinking to themselves, I don't have time to do it. I don't think, I don't know if...
Attitude is everything. Really, attitude is everything. If you're a go-getter, you're going to get it. And like I said, you can't look at getting the home runs. You have to look at the ROI.
The home runs will keep you going.
The home runs are good, don't get me wrong. Like, I get them.
It's like a good breakfast, but by 2 or 3, you're still going to be dying out.
Yeah, but like I said, you're going to make your money on the smaller items that are between $30 and under, and then you got to look at it like, okay, I spent $2 and I made 15. So your ROI is 700% of your initial investment.
I got a question for you before we end this. What do you believe your one competitive edge is over other resellers such as myself or even other people who are in the local area? Is there anything that you feel that when you're going out, you're like, I got it. There's something I do.
I just do it. You just got to get up and do it. There's days you don't want to do it. Like I'm not going to go out tomorrow, then I get up and I'm sitting around my house for 3 hours and I cleaned and I'm like, let me go do something. Yeah. You just got to do it. That's the thing. And, like I said, if I get an hour and a half break in between my shifts at work, I go down to Goodwill, see what I can find.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, appreciate
nice
you.
Yeah. Appreciate you inviting me.
You coming on, Todd, and I'm glad we connected at that Goodwill. And reach out to other resellers. If you see someone scanning or whatever, they're like looking stuff up on eBay, like start a conversation. Like you don't have to be nosy, but like there's value in building relationships even with competitors.
Yeah, like I see this one guy all the time, and you probably see him too. I see him all the time. You must see him all the time. He's always at the same hunts we are, but he only wants to buy stuff that he can make $50 on. But he never buys anything. You know what I mean? Like he's one of them guys. He wants to do more power.
He doesn't like death piles.
Yeah, but everything sells. You know what I mean? And like this stuff. It's like $10, $12. I sell one of these. All this stuff is paid for.
Yeah. Cool. Well, awesome chatting with you, brother. All right. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.